Season 1 of Tulsa King has come to a close, so let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Sean, and I love to talk about movies and TV way too much. With that in mind, go ahead and join me down below in the comments section. Share your thoughts on the first season of Tulsa King. What did you love? What did you hate? And everything in between. With that said, let's just dive into it. And I thoroughly enjoyed this entire season from beginning to end. Now, Sylvester Stallone is my favorite actor, so the idea of him having a TV show immediately caught my attention. But then it was also from Taylor Sheridan. Now, prior to watching Tulsa King, I hadn't checked out Yellowstone. I have since checked out Yellowstone, but I just knew him from writing Sicario, Hell or High Water, Wind River, and all the movies, besides that Angelina Jolie one that he's done, I've thoroughly enjoyed, and the idea of pairing him with Stallone, that sounded great to me. And I checked out the first episode, and it's pretty much exactly what I hoped for. Sylvester Stallone in a fun role where he gets to act, he gets his dramatic moments, but he also just gets to be funny, he gets to have fun, he gets to do some action, and it's just a highly watchable, bingeable show. We just get kind of invested in this world of crime in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And one of the things that just worked really nicely about it is that they introduce all these characters and you see them in one setting, you see them in one way, but there's always a little bit more going on. There's always something behind the scenes happening. And so as the show goes along, you learn more about them. So, we introduce a girl that has a bit of a romantic interest in Stallone's character, and then we quickly realize this is not the best person for him to get in a relationship with, and you kind of keep diving a little bit deeper into that. We introduce Stallone as this aging mobster that's just getting out of prison, and we know he's in prison, we know why he went to prison, and we know he's not a rat, and he's not going to turn anyone else in. But we don't know too much about exactly what went down and what his feelings are towards specific people. And throughout the season, they just slowly reveal these little details about the people that he's worked for in the past and that he was protecting, and just finds ways to kind of keep you realizing there's always more going on. There's more to it, and going deep with the characters, not just having superficially fun characters to spend time with, though they are superficially fun to spend time with. And I just, in general, it's a very accessible show. As I mentioned earlier, I hadn't watched Yellowstone until having watched Tulsa King. Oh, this guy's got another TV show that everyone's talking about. Let me check that one out. And since then, I've watched all of Yellowstone. And this one is probably, if you have watched Yellowstone, this one's more easy to just kind of consume, in the sense that it's lighter. Not to say that Yellowstone is difficult to consume. It's very much a show that hooks you and you get stuck binging it. But this one it's kind of lighter. It's not as dramatic. There's not as much just tragedy taking place. It's kind of a bit more fun in the way that it plays out. There's more humor. So there's just a lot of stuff that makes it to be just an easy watch. And as a Stallone fan, when you're getting weekly installments of Stallone, that's fun. That's cool. It's awesome that we live in a time where actors like Stallone are getting high quality TV shows, that it would attract him to work on it. And you have a writer director who's done big gigantic films, written prestige films, and then he also does television and can get, here in the case of this one, Stallone, or in the case of Yellowstone, Kevin Costner to join in. That's really cool, and it lives up to that excitement. You're getting quality Stallone doing something a little bit different. He actually hasn't done very much gangster stuff at all, and he's finally getting to be that gangster. So I looked forward to it every week, was watching it as the episodes dropped on Sunday nights, having fun with all of it. And even this week, the reason I would have posted this review a couple days ago, but I was out of town, so I couldn't watch it Sunday night. I was driving back from New Orleans. I was at Fan Expo New Orleans, driving back to get here. So that's kind of the backstory behind all that. But as for the show itself, just kind of hit all the right notes for me. I mean, maybe some of it strains some credibility, and there's some parts to it that I wish that some of the action sequence, like it builds up to certain tensions. Like you get to the finale, and there's like a couple of big, gigantic things that they've been building tensions surrounding these conflicts with people. And they felt resolved a little bit quick, so it was a bit underwhelming. It was like there's elements to it. You're like, yeah, I like that. You do get the shootout. You do get the face-to-face between certain people, but it didn't feel as big as probably should have. Episodes, a lot of them are under 40 minutes, and that feels kind of short. I'm not sure if that was intentional just to keep it brief and moving really quick or what, but you know, I think there was room to have some of these be longer, have a little bit more meat on there. So it's not perfect, it's not flawless, but just like a show that's nice to get each week for a couple of months. Just I enjoy that. Just easy watching, crime stuff, backstories, humor, action, enough drama to keep it interesting. And so, yeah, I can't wait to see the second season. This one ended on a cliffhanger. If you haven't seen it yet, it ends on a nice cliffhanger where you feel a lot of things when this one goes down in light of the backstory, in light of the context of what happens between the people that sets up the cliffhanger. You're like, oh, I need to see what's going to happen with it. How is he going to respond in light of what we know about him and how he behaves? How is he going to respond to that person doing that specific thing? So, yeah, I dug it. I really enjoyed it. If you haven't checked it out yet, and you're a Stallone fan, if you're a Yellowstone fan, recommend checking it out. It's not really that much like Yellowstone. It is lighter. It is more fun. But it's also in the same sense from the same creator. So there's a certain current there that's similar. It's not that all of his stories feel like the same thing and he's just rehashing himself, but he writes to the same type of people, that it appeals to the same type of audience. And the person that's like, oh wow, Kevin Costner has a show where he's a cowboy, are the same people that are going to go, oh wow, Stallone has a TV show where he's a gangster. Both of those kind of, you can see the overlap there of the types of people that would be drawn to that. That's the case here. So one of the most fun I had watching a TV show this last year and then at the beginning of this current year. Let me know what you thought down below. Thanks so much for watching, and keep talking movies and TV too much.